Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an episode of Career Mode. We got some interesting stuff, and most importantly we have our very first game of this new season, and not in the league, sorry, but it's the Community Shield, so of this particular year, I suppose, if you want to put it like that. But yeah, so last time we sold Gaeta, 25 million to Juventus. I feel as though I definitely came out of that top trump, feeling pretty chuffed with that deal, but I do want to sign a new keeper. A lot of people chucked around a bunch of different people. Courtois, or Courtois, or however it's pronounced, he was actually one of the most recommended, so he's a player that I'm definitely going to take a look at. But the main guy I was looking for was Ter Stegen. I've heard he's meant to be a quality goalkeeper, both on FIFA and in real life. In real life, supposedly he's one of the most promising young German keepers out there, so he's definitely a player that I'm certainly interested in. But as you guys can see, I have my Community Shield game against Chelsea soon, and Gavazzi there actually declined my offer. He was a part of the youth squad, and I decided I'd try and sign him to the team, see if he'd be interested in joining. I'm always up for a bit of squad depth. I also sent out my scout back over to Poland to see if he can go and get me any beast players, and it's definitely a case of after this transfer window, I know after the last transfer window, I didn't have much money to go and spend on a scout, so definitely this time round, I'm gonna have to buy myself another scout, because they, from what I've heard, they seem to be a very good source of making money. So that's a little tip for you guys if you're interested, and I decided that I'd send over a contract to Gavazzi, see if he'd be interested in joining me, and the rest of the squad and the team. He wasn't too impressed with my very first offer. I offered, I think it was like 400 quid or something a week, and for him it just wasn't good enough, and he demanded 500, so I ended up caving into his needs, and it's exactly what I did. Another thing is that we're still looking at a defensive mid, so we want to get rid of Fellaini pretty soon, and we want to take someone else in. That's all pretty standard stuff, but I hope you guys don't mind like watching this. I know there's no real gameplay as of yet. I hope there is gameplay. Well, I know there's gameplay at the end of this episode, but yeah, there will definitely be games as the season starts to progress and things like that. So at the moment, we're just taking a look and kind of taking a look at just who I can buy, how much money I have, who do I want to sell, things like that. Pretty basic stuff, but I was on the search for a really good centre mid. Jack Wilshere looks quality. Marius there, who plays for Hanover, I think is the team, he looks really, really good as well. But I want a centre mid or a centre defensive mid, and out of those four there, the only viable option is Jack Wilshere, but they are asking for a huge amount of money for him, so I'm quite reluctant to go and spend that much money. But I have to remember, I have 18 million right now. I've got to buy a keeper, so I have 18 million now, 124 in the wage budget, so with that, I need to buy a keeper, a defensive mid, and I can also sell Fellaini to add to those funds. So with that being said, you know, I definitely feel as though I have the opportunity to go and buy a really good keeper. It'll probably end up being Ter Stegen. I'm not entirely sure just yet, and hopefully it would be amazing if we could get Jack Wilshere, because I feel as though he definitely progressed into a fantastic player. And a lot of people have actually linked me, you know, screenshots, I want to say, or pictures of what their career mode is, and that's something I'd love for you guys to do. If you guys follow me on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, if you guys would be interested in taking a taking a picture of your career mode team at the moment, tell me how far into it you are, and you know, let me know if you've bought any sort of takeovers or anything, because I really am interested. And you know, some of them, if I find them an interesting team or a cool team, I'll be sure to showcase them in future videos. So again, guys, if you follow me on Twitter or you like my Facebook page and you're on my Facebook page, go ahead, take a photo or a screenshot, whatever you guys like to do, and send it over to one of those, Twitter or Facebook. I'll keep an eye on both of them, and make sure you let me see them, because I'm definitely interested in seeing, you know, what players you bought, how they've developed, things like that. And just give me a bit of background info into your team. Maybe tell me, you know, any sort of big events that have happened with your team, whether you've won the Champions League, whether you've sold a Messi, you know, you bought Messi and then ended up selling him, you know, stuff like that, because I kind of want to get you guys a little bit more involved. You know, I always take a look at your guys' recommendations for players and things, but I feel as though you guys obviously play career mode as well, and I want to see how you guys get on too. So if you guys are interested in doing that, I'd really appreciate any sort of, you know, you guys showing me, you know, how your players are doing and things like that, because I'm sure you guys would be interested in seeing how other people do as well, not just myself. But anyways, we are still in negotiations with Ter Stegen. They accepted my bid, and now it was on to wages and things, and he asked for 35,000 a week, which in all honesty is very reasonable. So I was kind of pleased with that, and I figured why not, you know, reply to him with a contract offer. And with that being said, though, we have the Community Shield. Could this be an instant trophy? Could we kick the season off to a fantastic start and see if we can pick up the very first trophy available to us? And it was all down just to one game. And if you guys don't know what the Community Shield is, it's the FA Cup winner against the Premier League winner. I think that's what it is. Well, we'll go with that for now anyways. But early on, Neymar there with some 5-star skill goodness does a fake Rabona and manages to put it past the keeper for the opening goal in the 9th minute. And it was like, oh shit, has just got real. This Neymar guy is crazy, and in all honesty, he feels so silky. His first touch is tremendous, but it didn't take long, guys. It did not take long for Chelsea to pile on the pressure. Obviously, I still have Green in goals, which is a bit debatable, but it's all I have at the moment because we do know I sold Gaeta, and I'm still in talks with Ter Stegen, so I'm going to need to sort out the goalkeeper situation relatively soon. But what the fuck was that? Holy shit. Falcao, what the hell? Gomez, Falcao, Torres, like, how do you compete with that? Again, Neymar, though, producing some fine skills and a fantastic finish from Götze to put us 2-1 up. Things were looking pretty good, but a really poor slide tackle means that Azpilicueta, or however you say that, actually gets loose and puts in a fantastic ball. Unfortunately, though, the first header didn't go in, but Falcao, the best number 9 in the world, in my opinion, manages to finish it up and get a goal there, which put them ahead, and I was absolutely gutted with that. Really disappointed. And again, another header, and this time from Gary Cahill, who puts it past my keeper. And very disappointed, to be perfectly honest with you. It was 3-2. I had the lead at one point, and I threw it away, really. And again, another header. I don't know what it is, but that's 3 headers, and that's the second from Gary Cahill. The team just wasn't on it, really. It was really disappointing to see. And as you guys can see, they're just passing around the back, just being a cunt. And I punished them for that with an absolutely monstrosity of a goal there from El Shaarawy. The dip that had on the end of it. If you guys want to go back and check that out, that was really nice. I mean, that was almost as good as Falcao's first goal in this game. But again, a fantastic ball played through. The boys did not give up. And Insigne there puts it past the keeper just about. He almost overhit it. But it was 4-4 then, and I thought I was actually back in it, and it was a fantastic comeback, but it just wasn't meant to be. And there it is. Hazard just fires one into the top corner. I mean, Chelsea are just riddled with some of the best talent in the game at the moment. I mean, how do you compete with that? That is just absolutely insane. So, Chelsea win it very deservedly. I can't say anything about that because they scored some absolutely magnificent goals and thoroughly deserved their victory there. But needless to say, I'm a little bit disappointed. But we solved the goalkeeper issue and we pick up Ter Stegen, and that is really important because although Green is alright, you know, to substitute once in a while, is absolutely key. I have a solid goalkeeper at the back to make sure that we don't concede any more of those headers. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. I hope you all had a cracking day. Hope you guys all do have a cracking day, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye-bye.